Okay. Just approach this week going in with using your two quarterbacks.
Sure. We're excited about both of them. I mean, they've had a good camp, and we're ready to see what they can do under the lights.
What are you looking for from Tyler this week? I know he seems to have grabbed the reins, but now this first game week when he's the full-time guy, what do you expect from him?
Well, we've been very fortunate. He's been in SEC football games, so it's been pretty good to have him under control under the center, so he understands the tempo and what it's like and what we need done.
Coach Mullen talked about how experienced Jackson State's defense is. What are you seeing from them when you look at them on film?
They are experienced. I mean, when you watch them, they're always in the right places. I mean, you don't see people just totally uncovered running down the field. I mean, they do a nice job of putting the guys on the guys they need to cover and the people that they need to be around. And we've got to go execute what we have to go do.
What do you see in the Joseph LeBeau kid? What does he seem to do well?
Everything. I mean, he's a good football player. He really is, and I think he helps them, a bunch, and we've got to be aware of him. And as you well know, in the state of Mississippi, there's a lot of really, really good football players. There's two universities here, that are playing the SEC, and there's a bunch more. And a bunch more of those universities have really good football players.
Your tackles are going to have to block them. How good do you feel about the tackle positions right now? I know there's, especially on the right side, you may be rotating those guys.
Well, again, I think that's where our youth is. Our youth is up front. Our receiver position, we've got a lot more veterans. We've got a quarterback that's played, a receiver that's played, and we've got running backs that play. Our youth is mainly up front.
Well, how do you feel about the tackles after camp?
Again, we're like you and I and the rest of us. We're waiting to see. When a guy has not played a whole bunch in the SEC, you're curious to see what that's like. And I mean, that's some of the things that we're looking at. I can't give you an answer right now. After the game, I can't. but right now, it's one of those situations where that's where our youth is at. And we need to keep developing and keep coming along.
How do you strike the balance between you got so many receivers, so many veterans, and you'd like to get them all, but you also want to win the game?
Well, I mean, again, it's a matter of who creates separation, who gets open. I mean, it's not a matter of, okay, now we're just going to throw it to you. I mean, it's one of those deals where we feel like we're pretty comfortable with the experience out wide, and there's a lot of guys who can make some plays, and you've got to get the ball to them, see if they can make some plays.
Brendan Evans moving outside, just what do you like from him out there, and do you think he's maybe has a chance to be more successful there than maybe last year?
He came in, he always was an inside receiver. We've moved him outside, giving him the chance to get on the field more, and I think he's enjoyed that part of it. And he possesses great quickness and get in and out of the cut for us, and so we're looking forward to watching him to see how he develops out there.
How does it help having him in front of Joe to kind of guide him along here?
Well, I think it's very helpful. I think, anytime you can have older kids in front of younger kids, they have a tendency to learn, and you create more experience, and you don't put those younger kids in a position where all of a sudden, oh no, there's nobody behind me, I better get it.
You also have the luxury, too. I mean, you got some experience now at the slot. With Both and Lewis, you can take a guy like Evans and slide him out there and not lose anything.
Well, see, I think that's really good for us. It creates depth, at the outside position and also at the inside position.
We talk about Joe. Is he kind of one of those guys that hasn't played before? Anxious to see him out there and see how he handles it?
Yeah, the remarkable thing about Joe, all the quarterbacks really love throwing to Joe because he can be covered and still be open. He's a really, really big target, and he's easy to find. Those are things that he was born with. I mean, he was a big guy that's developing and coming along and easy to find.
How comfortable is he with the offense and routes? Obviously, he's tall and he can jump, but I saw the little things.
In the spring, I thought he had an outstanding spring. He just needs to keep developing and keep coming on. I think that's the key to his success. I mean, he's young, and there's a lot of things there that we really, really like. You just got to see him develop and get better.
How do you anticipate the plan being for Dak? I mean, is it will he know what series he's going in the game, or will it be a down and distance specific where we are in the game type deal? It's a package deal for him.
Well, we're going to go through practice this week, okay, and then we're going to make that decision probably on Thursday or Friday, exactly what we're going to do with him and how we're going to do it. It's not fair to say that we're going to put him in right now or later, because we're going to find out exactly how comfortable he is with the game plan. Same thing we did with Tyler, and then we're going to try to get him in there. It's a must that we get him in. I mean, we've been very fortunate with quarterbacks. We've had the ability to play them for a couple of series, and let them get some experience, because if somebody gets banged up, you have another guy that can go in and hasn't just freshly come off the bench.
Is he one of those guys that bothers you asking him, like, am I going to play? Where am I going to play?
No, Dak's absolutely tremendous. I mean, we're very fortunate that quarterback room's really, really good. We've got a lot of good kids. We've got a lot of good players, and they really enjoy each other. So it's not one of those deals. Tyler's teaching this morning. Tyler calls me and says, "Hey, Dak and I are going to watch film this morning." Awesome. When does that happen? When you're one quarterback, you takes another, and they go watch film.
Could it be fair though that Dak is a kind of different backup that you've had with Tyler, where if there's a specific package or down and distance play where you say, "Hey, this will work," Dak go in the game?
Oh, there's no doubt. I think we have the ability to do that. We'll play it as we see it, as it goes. It's so hard in the first ball because there's the unexpected. You've had this team that's worked all summer. They might have been playing in all this the whole summer, and then all of a sudden new comes up.
Have the receivers, how have the receivers kind of taken the Tim Bruce to this past few days?
It's been good. It's been a big transition. Angelo was there and he's not. And so Tim's come in and grabbed the reins and went with it. And it's been good. Again, Tim is learning too. He's learning, and so it's been a process of teaching Tim our system and going through and making sure he understands it. But fundamental-wise, he's been working with those guys and going through it.